Hello, everyone, and welcome to God What Now? I'm so glad that you're here with me. Today's episode is a little bit different because I want to let you into what's been going in my mind. I started this podcast because I wanted to create a space where ordinary people could share those moments in life when they looked up and asked God, what now? But lately I've realized something. I'm asking the very same question I've been praying. I've been praying, God, what now with this podcast? Did I choose the right name? Will people listen? Will I find enough guests? Will I run out of stories? Is this podcast only for Christians? Or will anyone searching for hope connect with it? These are real questions I've been asking God. Then I started reading the book of Exodus. God appears to Moses in a burning bush and gives him an assignment that completely changes his life. He tells Moses to go back to Egypt and bring his people out of slavery. Now imagine being Moses. Egypt wasn't just another place on the map. It was the place where he had made mistakes, the place that he had run away from, the place that probably reminded him of fear and failure. Now God was asking him to go back to that place. I can imagine Moses thinking, God, are you okay? Are you sure you've got the right person? And when I read the story, I realized Moses wasn't afraid to ask questions. He said, who am I that I should go? He questioned God. What if they don't believe me? What if they don't listen to me? I can't speak very well. I can relate with that one myself. As I read those words, I smiled. I realized Moses sounded just like me. The only difference is my Egypt isn't Egypt. It's this podcast. I've been asking God, what if no one listens? What if I can't find the right guest? What if I don't know what to talk about each and every week? What if I start well but can't keep up, can't keep going? Maybe you've asked questions like that too. Maybe yours sounded different. What if I don't get this job? What if the business fails? What if I move to a new country and it doesn't work out? What if I take the next step? We all have our own version of God, what now moments. But here's the part of Moses' story that touched me. God didn't answer every question Moses asked. He didn't explain every little detail and say, this is what is going to happen. He didn't tell Moses exactly how everything would work out. Instead, he gave Moses something even better. A response, probably one sentence. He said, I'll be with you. That's it. When I wrote those words, I stopped and thought, maybe that's the answer I've been looking for. Maybe God isn't going to tell me how many people will listen to this podcast. Maybe He isn't going to tell me who every future guest will be. Maybe He isn't going to show me where this podcast will be in 5 years. Maybe He's simply saying, Bridget, I'll be with you. That's it, period. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's all I need to keep recording. One episode at a time. This podcast was never meant to be about having all the answers. It was always meant to be a place where we could honestly ask hard questions and trust God with the journey. Maybe that's what faith looks like. Not having enough information, just taking the next step, knowing that God is walking with us. So today I've made a decision. I'm just not going to stop worrying about whether I've had enough stories. I'm going to stop worrying about whether people will listen. I'm going to stop trying to figure out the whole journey before I've even taken the next step. I'm simply going to keep going. One episode at a time, one conversation at a time, one story at a time, and I'll trust God with the rest. If you're listening today, you're asking God, what now? Because of your family, because of your health, your marriage, your career, your finances, or something only you know about. I want you to remember what God said to Moses. I will be with you. And that's a promise. Sometimes that doesn't answer every question because, we want to plan. We want to have a 5-year plan. But it gives us the courage to take the next step. Today, I want to thank you so much for spending time with me. And if this episode encouraged you, I would love you to share it with someone who might need it. And I'd also love to hear from you. Maybe you have a story to share. Maybe one day you will be sitting with me sharing your story on this podcast. Until next time, keep trusting, keep taking the next step, and remember, you don't have to know the whole journey or whole story of your life. You just need to know the one who walks with you. I'll see you in the next episode on God What Now.
Life moves in seasons. We rise, we bend. Life moves in seasons. We rise, we bend. Life moves in seasons. We rise, we bend.